Hey. What's going on? Graceful Shutdown in the chat writes the following. Devilishly fun fact. John Schneider's 666th managed regular season Jays game was yesterday's game in Boston. Well, it's now official. The Jays have gone to hell.
For the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K,
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What's up? It's Sid. It is Monday, July the 27th. Christmas is 30 days away. Maybe not. No, I don't have the math right on that. It's already getting dark, though, at 9 o'clock. You noticing that?
Oh.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
It's true.
Dark. I do for like a week. I wouldn't want to live in this type of solar environment my entire life, but I want to be in parts of like Scandinavia where there's an hour of the night. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live in that type of environment because it flips, right? Then it's like an hour of sunlight in the winter.
Right.
It's just two massive extremes. Oops.
Whoops.
Someone just deleted a file.
Don't do that during the show. Sounded like something else.
Sounded like someone just dropped a deuce during a Zoom meeting in the washer.
All righty then.
All right, I just sent you guys the file. Sure. Let me know if you get the PDF.
Hey, we got sound effects now.
Let me know if you get the PPDF.
Whoops.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to clean some stuff up.
Clearly. Death Clutch in the chat. Winter is coming. Yes, it's nearly here. It's nearly here. Sid Seixeiro Show powered by Sick Media. Great to see you live on X, YouTube, and Facebook. For those listening or watching after the fact, we're live noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific every day. We appreciate your support. We're getting people's attention here. That's the low-key way I can say it. Is that low-key enough, Azo?
I think, yeah. Sends a message.
Yep. And it's you that are doing it. So we appreciate everyone in the chat. The chat really gets people's attention. I have to be honest with you. All of you that interact, it's July 27th. I saw more angry Blue Jay fans in this chat at like 11:30 before we came up.
Yeah.
Like ready to go, like the pitchforks and torches are out, man.
But I want to say there's two things people tell us a lot about the show. Seems like we're having fun, which we are.
Which we are.
And they love our interaction with the chat. So chat, keep it coming because people are loving it.
Chat's where it's at.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Mike in the chat, he sees us, guys. He sees us. I do. So does Azo. So does YouTube. How do I put this gently? Because there's a lot of sports shows that kind of, and I've been part of those shows sometimes, like when you have to fill X, there's easier times than others throughout the year. Like this is not the easy time. It's not. Going to be a lot of Jackson Koiven talk on shows in the city. The kid who won at 3M yesterday and beat Scotty Scheffler. But like, it's just not easy sometimes. I'm looking at the content we have today on July 27th. Either we're really good at our jobs or everyone else sucks. I'm serious.
And a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
I think it's more one column than the other.
I figured you would.
So I want to say that out loud because it's true. I've seen both sides of it. I've lived in digital world now for like 6.5 months, and I've done kind of traditional media for a long time. It's not as hard as some people make it out to be. And we're having fun doing it.
A lot of people saying both. Both are correct.
Gala in the chat. Both are correct. Christopher in the chat. A lot of suckage. Lot of suckage. No, I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying like at this time, like in order to try and come up with content every day, I don't know if you guys know this, it's not easy. And on top of that, we don't run video. We just don't have the rights yet. Maybe one day. And I see struggles in other parts of the market. I'm just telling you what I see. I think we know what we're doing here. So we appreciate you. What comment did you just say?
Polly Mac. Jesse Marsh would rather be every other sports show rather than this show.
Yeah.
It's true, though. Some people have trouble filling 1 hour.
By the way, not that I want to give this too much time because Canada Soccer doesn't deserve it, but there are some kids playing for Canada right now at the under-20 qualifiers in Mexico on the men's side, and it's a qualifier not just for the World Youth Cup, the under-20 World Cup coming up next summer, but also for like the Olympics. So if Canada makes the semifinals of this tournament, they go to the World Youth Cup, which is huge. If they make the semis or win the tournament, there's only 2 Olympic spots available. And one of them is owned by the States because they're going to be a host nation for men's soccer. Yeah. So Canada have to either win this tournament or lose to the States in the final. And Jesse Marsh is now like taking control of the program here, right? Like he's down in Mexico. Canada beat Panama yesterday 3-0. Just want to say, Jesse Marsh can either qualify for 2 tournaments or not qualify for both. We'll see how this goes. Jay's had a weird weekend. Weird. And what makes it weirder is the baseball trade deadline in MLB is exactly 1 week, 5 hours, 50 minutes away. It's at 6 p.m. Eastern next Monday, August the 3rd. That's the trade deadline in Major League Baseball. No weird 2 trade deadlines anymore. That's not happening. There's one, and it's coming up next Monday, August 3rd. So there's lots happening with the Toronto Blue Jays, obviously. So they go to Boston over the weekend. And one would assume, and I have to be honest, listening to Shulman and Siddle a lot, they were definitely in this headspace. Felt like a big series in Boston for even the most positive Jays fan. You know what I mean? Like losing it was a bad deal. Losing it meant finality to any hope that this was going to be salvaged and you can be this year's version of the Cleveland Guardians and go on some stupid run late like last year and make the postseason. So the Blue Jays go into Boston. They lose 2 of 3. They're now 10 games under 500. I believe they're so far back, I don't think Sportsnet had them on their wild card board last night.
Happened mid last week.
That's been going on for days now?
Yep.
Oh, no.
I think it was Jesse Fuchs and Ken mentioned it and threw to it. It was like Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh, they said it on air?
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them.
They did. Shout out to both those guys.
Good for them. Because I've seen that shoehorned on boards before. Shoehorned. Guys, the Jays are only 15 games back on the wild card. Put it on the board.
I think once you hit 6 games, you're off the shot.
I still think as a TV station in Canada, I would allow putting the Jays on the board. Because I think fans at home, like, you got to remember who your clientele is. I think fans still want to see that. Unless maybe they don't want to see that. I don't know. Seems like a news item you would want to. Because I've run into people constantly that are like, the Jays are how many games out of a wild card? And I keep answering, too many games. Too many games. Good for Jesse and Kenny to bring that up, though. I like that. Truth hurts, man. Mike in the chat, know your audience. Yep, I agree. Chris in the chat, is it still early, guys? Real in the chat, no, we don't want to know, guys. We're fine. Take it off the board. Okay. Multiple opinions on that, which I respect. There were some positives, most of them around starting pitching, including a weird Trey Savage start Friday where he went only 4 innings but struck out 9 guys doing it and walked only 1. Wasn't very economical with his pitches. Whatever. So there are positives here, and we will get to the positives and give some respect to some people who deserve it. But first I want to talk about John Schneider. And in my mind, and Azzo's going to kind of walk down this road a bit more as we go, there's a lot of reasons to jump all over the image that is John Schneider. And I've done it on this show plenty of times. He is about to finish last twice in 3 years as a manager. Do you know how much work the Jays have to do now to not be last in their division? Whatever. I'm not making Sportsnet boards. I'll tell you this. Give me a second. They're 3.5 games back of Baltimore. Baltimore this season have a run differential of -14. The Jays, -62. They're going to have a good 2 weeks just to reel in Baltimore for 4th. Like, there's a lot of places to go with John Schneider. And sometimes I need to kind of hold back because I'm pretty sure he's not near the highest paid manager in the major leagues. I think it's pretty much the opposite. So maybe I need to have more grace. Having grace is not the reason I've made money in my career, but you know what I'm trying to say. Maybe more grace is needed for a guy who genuinely does seem like a good guy. People who deal with John Schneider day in and day out don't have terrible things. Am I wrong, Azza?
No.
I don't hear a lot of people who deal with Schneider day in and day out who say, jackass. No. Like, that's not his rep. But he has other reps. Like, sometimes the bullpen management is not the best. Sometimes there's some overuse. Sometimes there's we got to get him in there. They got to pitch. And then they pitched for a while. I'm not going to throw them in this high leverage situation they need to go into. Lots of reasons to have a go at John Schneider in terms of bullpenning. But there was a fascinating moment Friday night. And again, a game that if you are a very positive Jays fan, you would acknowledge was kind of a big night. If you're going to start to make a run in the standings, it's got to be now. I think we can all agree on that. If you're under the impression the season is still alive, which I don't. But if you do, that's the math of it. Friday, big deal. Especially coming off like a semi-normal looking win to round out the Tampa series on Thursday. So Savage kind of puts him in a hole going only 4 innings. I got to blame Trey a little bit for this. But he uses Braden Fisher very early in that game in a high leverage spot, but Fisher's now off the board. Tyler Rogers isn't being used. He's not available. Louis Varland's sitting there, but in the 8th inning, John Schneider doesn't go to Louis Varland. He goes to CJ Van Eyck, making his, I believe, 2nd major league appearance. Second. Van Eyck gave up a walk and got out of the inning clean. Just kidding. He gave up 4 hits. Why? Because he's not a major league pitcher right now. Maybe one day, but not now in the panic portion of your schedule. You're dead last. Trade deadline is in a week and 2 days as of Friday night. Like, let's manage this in a certain way. Didn't happen. 8th inning, John Schneider brought in a virtual unknown, and to no one's surprise, he got rattled around pretty good in that tin box known as Fenway Park. So after the game, Schneider spoke on it, and in a bizarre admission, he'd be like, man, that's tough for a manager to throw a guy into that stadium in that situation.
I mean, I know it's tough. This is probably the hardest place to come in the 8th or 9th inning when you're a young pitcher. Just trying to capitalize on some right-left matchups, really. Raj is down, Hoff had thrown, and Louis was available, save only. So you're trying to just find the right spots for guys. And I think just looking back, probably a little bit of pitch selection could have been a little bit different, but that's hindsight. But, our options were a little bit short there in the 8th inning.
Louis Varland available for save only. You know how I can guarantee you there's not a save situation? CJ Van Eyck. Again, I don't want to kill this kid because he's been in the minors for a while. Anyone bussing around in the minors, paying their dues, I respect. I do respect them. I respect Max Scherzer going down there. We'll talk about Max in a second, making a bizarre start this evening. But it was never going to end well in the 8th inning Friday night at Fenway. It wasn't. And a lot of you who hear that clip, and I'll take it even a step further, who hear the voice of John Schneider, like, it's now garnering visceral reactions. Like Gala in the chat makes me sick when I hear Schneider now. Gala's not alone. There is a section of Blue Jays Nation less than a year from a World Series appearance who don't want this guy around, who don't want to hear his voice. I still think that's crazy. But he has no currency left. I don't know how much currency he had in the moment. I think most Blue Jay fans didn't believe him back last year. But with all that said, I'm not mad at Schneider for that yesterday. For the same reason, I am not mad at Brendan Little coming into that game yesterday. Brendan Little, who, and I want to read this stat. Rob Wong threw this out. This one is an all-timer. This was from Rob Wong yesterday. Coming into today, when Brendan Little was ahead in the count, opposing hitters were hitting .455 on him. Think about that for a second. When you have the advantage as a major league pitcher is when he's at his worst, Brendan Little. But Brendan Little was called up. Did John Schneider call up Brendan Little? No. Did John Schneider call up CJ Van Eyck? No. You know who did? Ross Atkins. That's who called up those names. And I understand Blue Jay fans who are saying privately or in our chat or on call-in shows, I'm getting real tired of the Schneider thing. I'm getting real tired of hearing his voice. I'm getting real tired of the excuses. I'm getting real tired at the non-criticisms. I understand that. Do you want to know the last time Ross Atkins spoke publicly? You want to get into this? You want to know the last time Johnny Glasses spoke publicly? It was like April 24th when Jeff Hoffman wasn't a closer anymore, and he had to explain it because a month earlier he was saying, that's my guy. Horrific decision from Ross Atkins. Ross Atkins doesn't speak. Not that I want him to. I think we've talked on this show openly about banning clips from Ross because he tells you nothing. It's just empty calories. But I believe we have reached a point in this where the guy who put the team together, the guy responsible for the farm system, the guy responsible for calling up CJ Van Eyck, the guy responsible for calling up once again Brandon Little, the guy responsible for having a 42-year-old Max Scherzer throw tonight on his birthday with a bad back and a bad thumb on his pitching hand against the best offense in baseball. I think it's time for Ross Atkins to talk. Because Schneider is out of answers. And most of that stuff isn't his responsibility. It's Ross's. And he's been hiding for months. Am I the biggest Schneider guy? Nope. I'm not the biggest Schneider guy. But this is now getting kind of ridiculous. Now, is Ross Atkins hesitant to speak a week out from the MLB trade deadline because, quite frankly, he doesn't know what to do? Part of me believes that theory's in play. Part of me believes people that run the ticket office at the Jays, people that run the sales department, people that run PR, they are rather concerned of a sell-off here when you charge as much for tickets as they did this season. I don't know that for a fact, but the fact the Jays haven't made any real moves yet, the fact that Ross hasn't spoken since April leads me to believe there is very much internal debate about what to do here. This season is done. It's been done for weeks. No trades. No trades. Is Shane Bieber going to look as good at any point this year as he has the last two outings? Trade him. Kevin Gausman looked fantastic yesterday. Do you know which pitcher since 2022 has the most wins above replacement on the Jays from any player? It's not Vladdy. It's not Bo Bichette. Kevin Gausman. Kevin Gausman looked solid yesterday. Another quality start from Kevin Gausman. I'm talking about his career. I know recently he's been bad, but a quality start against a team that's on a run in Boston. Maybe you trade him now. Why have the Jays not made any moves? None. Other than Jeff Hoffman, I don't really hear people's names in the Bob Nightingale, John Heyman, Jeff Passan universe. I think that dialogue's going on inside Rogers Center. I think it's a fascinating one. Fascinating one. They're still selling out, man. You're gonna trade Springer and everybody? So they can fly in from Regina and watch CJ Van Eyck pitch? That's what you're gonna do? I don't know. But an answer from Ross Atkins would be helpful. And don't get me wrong, we have a couple of John Schneider clips coming that are kind of hilarious. And we'll pick them apart because he's the manager of the Blue Jays last time I checked. He's fair game. But I don't want to hear from Schneider anymore about Brendan Little and CJ Van Eyck and Max Scherzer being your option today. Max Scherzer is going to get his head kicked in today. C.J. Abrams, Woods, like they're going to destroy him in Washington tonight. It could be his last major league start tonight. That could be it. Who made those calls? It wasn't Schneider. It's the guy who's not talking, Ross Atkins, who still kind of gets a free ride in this city. The guy who signed Anthony Santander because he was panicking about his job. How did that go? Now, he's done other things that worked out. Dylan Cease, kind of good. Louis Varland, kind of good. Okamoto, kind of good. Power-wise, good. I think it's time we hear from Ross. April 24th is when everyone had to hold their nose and take their medicine on Jeff Hoffman in the public. That's a long time ago. And I don't think Schneider knows what to say anymore. And I'm not blaming him for calling these guys up. You know why? It's not his job. That's not his job. Ross Atkins' responsibility is to have a farm system that is competent at some level. To have Brendan Little still in this organization after what happened last season is malpractice. You have no one better as a lefty than Brendan Little? Are you new at this? The executives for the Tampa Bay Rays wake up in the morning, eat breakfast, and dump relievers. They go to the washroom, relievers come out, one after another. Lefty, righty, what do you need? What do you need? Brendan Little is still getting run in this organization. Still. That's not Schneider's fault. That is not Schneider's fault. It's not Robin Williams, Matt Damon, Goodwill Hunting. Not your fault, but I'm close. I'm very critical of John Schneider, but some things are out of his control. That stuff's out of his control. It's a joke. Max Scherzer throwing tonight is a joke. A joke. That's not Schneider. By the way, they wouldn't announce any of their starters before the game for this series. You know why? They wanted to see if their bullpen was completely out of whack after this game. Because they know Scherzer tonight's going like 3 innings. So they're going to need their bullpen tonight against Washington. John Schneider, at times, not the smoothest guy in front of a mic. I'll give you that. I don't know what else you want him to say here. This is not his job to acquire players. It's not his job. This is not European soccer where the manager has that kind of pull. This is very different. Ross and Mark have been pulling the strings on this through Montoyo, through Schneider, through Gibby. The manager has never had less power than they have in this city under this stewardship of Atkins and Shapiro. Never. I don't think the managers are beyond reproach in terms of criticism. I still think they're doing something, and that's fair game. But Ross Atkins is about to be a GM going through 2 last-place seasons in 3 years, and I think we need to talk about it. Anthony Santander has been a disaster. That Kirk contract is not going to age well for you. I got news for you. I'm glad the kid is an all-star. I'm glad he got paid. Makes me sleep at night. You think he's going to last another 4 years in this league? Sure. We'll talk about his backup coming up here in a second, Valenzuela. Where are you, Ross? Where's Ross? Is he here? Where's Ross Atkins? He's not here. I thought he was around here somewhere. Where are you, Ross? I hear that 200 level club at Rogers Center is really nice. Good time. Where are you, bud? Yeah, let Schneider speak about another ridiculous call-up. Do that. Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Whoa, good afternoon, Sydney. What's going on?
I'm pissed.
I can tell. I'm aimed at kind of the right person.
Finally, right?
Yeah.
Because Schneider's taken some.
My side.
Some. It's true. No, I've never disagreed with you that. It's kind of weird. But
it's also a respect thing for Schneider, right? Like you see him going out there drowning every day. Like take some heat off the guy you just gave an extension to. Drowning
is a rather accurate way to state that.
Because it's pretty obvious he's just going to defend these players to his death, but like hearing it over and over again.
If his face gets any redder, they're going to need like a blood pressure machine right next to him going
Yeah.
forward. Like, I just think he needs. Can DeMarlo Hale not do one availability? Like one?
Something.
They have assistant coaches sometimes help out NHL coaches, or associate coaches help out NHL coaches sometimes. Like DeMarlo, take one. Jesus Christ, take one.
But yeah.
Everyone in that 98% of the dugout turns around, goes.
And here's a manager that's
Goes.
taken bullets for you in the past with the Barrios in the playoffs, and I can list you a couple other times. Like, go out and help him out. Have his back.
Help him out, dude. I'm with you.
It's a respect thing to Schneider at this point. If you give him an extension, go out there and say something.
Like at least a little bit.
Yeah.
This isn't completely on him. The Smurf in the chat. Where's Ross? A book by Sid. Where's Ross? I don't know where Ross is. Do you guys know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I thought that Hoffman thing was way more recent than that. The Hoffman demotion was April 24th-ish.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that?
No.
Good for Louis Varland.
It's over 3 months ago.
Good for Louis Varland.
Yeah.
A Ross Atkins pickup.
Which is crazy.
Maybe Ross is best. Maybe Ross is best.
And Ross does have some stuff to hang his hat on right now, to your point. Cease, Varland, and Okamoto. Like, it's crazy
Yeah,
to me
but
to say, hey, if the Jays had the guy who's second favorite for the Cy Young, third favorite for the Rookie of the Year, and probably first for Reliever of the Year, the Mariano Rivera Award, like, and to think they're 10 games out of past 500 is crazy.
Yeah, 10 games under 500 is crazy. Steve in the chat. Hey, Ross, what is this? It's Brendan Little and CJ Van Eyck for your weekend
Bad
series.
roster. And again,
that's what it is. Deal with it.
Again, these guys condemned Anthopoulos when he left for their farm system. What's this farm system after 10 years? They've had
it's a good point. It's a good point. Oh, by the way, Azo.
Yeah.
To the audience, we're going to try some things today. We've been messing with the drops. Hold on. So let's play this out on the first drop I sent you.
All right.
Save the one for today.
Okay.
The first drop. Like if Ross Atkins were to address the media and I were to ask Ross, are you happy with the depth of this organization right now from a farm system standpoint?
Think it is? Ah, okay.
Okay, sorry, Ross. I'll back off.
Everybody hear that? Is it going through? Let's make sure.
Let's do it.
Think it is? Ah, okay.
Okay, that's basically Ross's entire press conference.
That's all he has to say.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, so it went through.
Hey.
Everyone, hey! This is the other great thing about a live chat. Instant
know
feedback.
stuff. I know.
If and when we screw up.
Yep. I need that more than anybody.
Well,
Trust
no, Azo does a great job.
me. But yeah, it's to me even a respect thing for Schneider at this point.
To a certain extent, yes. Yes.
And it was crazy to me how many Jays fans called into even Jays talking like this was the most important series of this season, and how that Friday night game.
But did you feel it was like I think the season's done. I thought the season was done.
I'm with you.
Last
I'm with
weekend.
You. I was so surprised by that. But every caller almost said, like, given how big this series is. And I don't know if that's because we were led to believe these guys come into Fenway and that's where they play their best ball. They always get up to play at Fenway. Davis Schneider's being called up to hit because he always hits at Fenway. Guy got and he refused to swing the bat. He went 0 for 2 in both games he played in with what do you call it? With a strikeout looking. It's insane.
Joining the chat. Couldn't find Ross with a search party. He's tough, man.
And you know what they're doing with Max, right? Why do you think they held him? Because originally we all thought Gosman was going to pitch in Washington. They're trying to put him back on the mound in Washington. Because
what happened? Because I thought the math I did was I thought he was going to pitch. Gosman was going to pitch in Boston, but they did announce. You're right. They announced he's going to Washington. Caleb
and everybody kept saying Gosman's next start will be in Washington.
Can I be honest with you? You know what I think that was? There were going to be a lot of scouts in Boston yesterday.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because Boston's already they pulled off a trade with Washington Saturday night. Connolly early going from the Red Sox to Washington for Curtis Mead, who's at an out of nowhere good power year.
Yeah.
For Washington, so he's going to slot into their infield. He's not a great defender, but he's going to slot into their infield. So I'm assuming they pushed that up. It might have been a really smart thing they did yesterday with Gosman.
Yeah,
it gives him an extra day. Gosman actually looked decent yesterday, which was important. And maybe it pushes this along, and the Jays can actually do the responsible organizational thing, get some pieces back. Who knows?
Well, and Scherzer going back to Washington, they're hoping he rides the vibes high of being back there and not wanting to embarrass himself, because he does. Sometimes he feeds off that adrenaline and what motivates him, but it'll only be for one start.
Did you see what James Wood and C.J. Abrams did yesterday?
Dude, have you seen what C.J. Abrams has done before the
C.J. Abrams is the hottest. He's the hottest hitter in baseball.
He has more home runs himself than the entire Jays team since the All-Star break.
And there's like multiple teams with that.
Yeah.
It's not just the Jays.
No, it's not just the
I believe the
Jays.
Yankees are in there too.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the Yankees
Yeah,
are
there's like 5 or 6.
Because
teams.
Bellinger just landed on the IL for
But I
them
want
too.
to pick on the Jays. Let me pick on the Jays.
Pick on the Jays. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he has 7 since the All-Star break, and the Jays have 6. It's crazy.
Val in the chat. Tonight's score is 30-0. James Wood and C.J. Abrams yesterday had 2 home runs each for Washington. Each. They have the most
killing it.
They have the most runs in baseball. Guess who doesn't?
Yeah.
The Jays.
I think they're only 1 game out of the wild card. So
This is a wild. They're 1 game back.
Yeah.
Them and Pittsburgh are 1
Yeah.
game back.
Yeah.
This is a wild decision by the Jays to put him in this situation. I think this might be it.
Yeah.
This might be it for Max Scherzer tonight. Honestly,
I told you, some veteran pitchers have said that. The batters will tell you when. They could very much tell him that tonight.
I mean, this is. You know what? Finally, comment on the shirt.
No, there's been a bunch.
Oh, really?
There's been a lot.
Is it like positive or negative?
I'd say 75% positive, 25% net.
All right. Thank you, Ed's Fine Imports.
Yeah.
It's not, again, I don't usually wear patterns.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
He's trying different things.
Trying different things.
Why not?
Ed suggested.
Yeah, anyway.
It works. By the way, before we run the Gosman, let me ask you this, Azzo. So if you're a positive Jays fan, big series over the weekend, correct?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Sure.
I thought it was over before that, but
Sure.
sure.
Now, I've never been a manager in Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
How often does this happen? Your best home run hitter, statistically, is hitting 6th in your order, followed by, based on batting average, your best hitter hitting 7th, which is what happened yesterday. Okamoto hitting 6th, Ernie Clement 7th.
Coming off a win.
I understand we're at the throw everything against the wall phase of the Jays season. I understand that. How often in baseball history are those 2 players in any given lineup 6th and 7th?
And in that win, Okamoto hit 3rd and Clement hit 6th.
Oh, so Okamoto hit 3rd in the win.
Yeah.
So you drop him down to 6th.
I told you,
Of course
man,
you do.
There's a problem with what
Of
they do.
course you do.
It blows my mind.
Listen, Ranger Suarez is a different kind of pitcher. I understand. But
It's too much of that, though.
is that not kind of ridiculous to do?
Yes. Yes.
You have a guy,
I've said that. from
Ernie
the
Clement's your best contact hitter. Okamoto's your best power hitter. So Kirk hits ahead of both of them with no speed?
And Clement last week would hit 1st or 3rd every game. He mostly hit 1st. He was your leadoff guy for almost an incomplete week. And if he wasn't your leadoff guy, he was in the 3rd hole.
Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, fine. You want
no-
you want your power hitter to have men on base. Okay. What's Kirk gonna do? He has 1 knee.
But he's coming out of it.
What is he gonna do? He's the slowest guy in the league. You're putting him ahead of your.
Well, that's fine. He's ahead of your power guy. So he just hit a home run and then he just can jog around the bases. I don't know. I don't know, man. I told you. I think there's too much. They mess with this lineup way too much.
Like that.
There's
that
something to consistency in baseball, dude, especially for 162 games.
Like
I don't get it.
It just looked like they put everything in a randomizer.
No, it's true.
They put
again-
9 names in a randomizer app on your phone and they said, this is what we're doing. I just you have to help me help you. If you're having a rough season, you're having a rough season. Vladdy is completely incompetent at 6 home runs. I'm not blaming anyone but Vladdy. I'm not blaming anyone. But when you have your top home run hitter hitting 6th in the order, which happened yesterday, followed by your best hitter contact-wise and batting average-wise, which happened yesterday, how do I defend that?
Yeah.
How do I defend John Schneider for that?
Clement hit first.
That's
in the
idiocy.
first game of the series. He was your leadoff.
He hit first.
in the first game of the series.
He hit first.
And David Schneider, who was, again, supposed to rake at Fenway, comes up. They put him in the 6th hole the first game, and then he's hitting like 9th yesterday or whatever it was. Or was it 8th? No, 9th yesterday.
It's me in the chat. Sid, careful. You're going to pop a vein. Yeah. I already did. But thank you for your concern. Sheldon in the chat, they asked Chat GPT what they should do with the lineup.
I don't even think ChatGPT would tell him.
Azo, have you ever seen anything like that with your top home run hitter and top
No.
batting average guy?
But
Have you ever seen
They've
that?
been doing it all season, man.
In that way?
Yeah.
I know they've been moving guys left and right because they have no clue. But
Clement's constantly. He was down at the bottom, then he moves up
that's
to first or
crazy
third
to
for a
me.
week, then he goes back down.
That's crazy.
It's insane. All of it.
Andy in the chat, John Schneider should have been fired a long time ago. I mean, that was never going to happen.
And now for Vladdy, I'm just like, even you can't even really rake at Fenway. Like now I'm just started worried about him. Did the league figure him out over the hot stuff he did?
Only 13 more years to go, Azo.
That's what I'm saying.
Mikey in the chat,
At this point, I don't even want to see him get hot this year because maybe it'll make him go like break down his swing and just figure it out.
Mikey in the chat, the khakis protect their own. Shout out Jeff Blair on that.
Yeah.
Schneider gets a 2-year extension. Ross gets 5. Tells you all you need to know.
No, honestly, I'm with you though. I think it tells you more. Like you brought up the fact that he only got 2 years, Schneider, after coming from a World Series.
That was the interesting one to me.
But the fact that Ross isn't even talking now or hasn't sniffed a week before the deadline, like the deadline's quickly approaching. People
Ross
have
has
questions.
not spoken since late April. Now, part of me is like, fine. We're barely running the sound anyway. But this is getting ridiculous. You're having him explain Brendan Little being called up. What's Schneider? Like, that's not fair to Schneider. I'm not even a Schneider fan. I know that's not fair to Schneider.
No kidding. And you make other announcements. Like, can we quickly do the Barger thing here?
Yeah, go ahead.
What
go
the
ahead.
hell happened there?
So
All of a sudden, his elbow, like, wouldn't that have happened when he made that throw and he was out the next day? Why does it take 2 months to figure that out? Now he might have Tommy John or whatever and be out for the next year.
those who missed it, Friday before the game, they announced Barger's done for the year. Right elbow injury.
Which was the injury when did he go off? Like, that's been almost 2 months, no? Or over a month.
Listen, to be fair, Addison Barger, you know, like his velocity as a pitcher is right up there. So when Barger, wait a second, he's not a pitcher. He made a hard throw once. He got up off the couch with Davis Schneider and he threw it once. Oh my God.
First game back. Remember, he came back for one game.
One game. Go through the game log. Dial up Addison Barger's game log. Let's figure out exactly what happened there. Because he missed a bunch of time. He came back. Pop goes the Weasel because the Weasel goes pop. His elbow's done.
So how did you
we might never see him again. We might never see him again.
He was out on April 5th, came back May 9th, and then just disappeared.
Sorry. This is Ross Atkins' a press conference schedule. April 5th, comes back May 9th, blows out his elbow. Who did he play? Who were they playing again on May
July
9th?
24th, we hear he needs surgery and he's done for the year.
Who was that? Who was he playing against on May the 9th?
The Angels.
Oh, it was the Angels.
Yep.
Yeah, real important game, the Angels. Make sure you give it all for that one there, Addison. Jesus Christ.
But if his arm was that bad, how did we not know it then? If he hasn't been doing anything and then you notice it 2 months later? Like, what? I'm sorry. They need a new medical staff, too, after the weird stuff that's gone on this year.
Joseph in the chat, I think we really need to be talking about the Jays medical staff.
Yeah, I agree. I've been saying this since the Barrios
No,
thing
but
at
listen,
spring
they have the
training.
High Performance Development Performance Center of Dunedin Performance down in Dunedin. They spent a lot of money on a calf, okay? They know what they're doing down in Dunedin. Everyone's healthy. Ask Tiedemann.
Between Santander, Barrios,
Tiedemann.
and now Barger, like what? And Jimmy Garcia. Where the hell's he?
Where's Jimmy Garcia? Who was the Blue Jay who got hurt coming out of like a tub in the clubhouse? Was that Jimmy Garcia?
No.
Somebody got hurt getting out of like a medical tub,
Yeah. No.
which is not really true at all. It means they were doing something hilarious in the dressing room with somebody.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Let's cut the BS.
I don't remember that.
Will in the chat. Where in the world is Ross? Adam Cook in the chat.
Maybe he's working the phones. He's working
Oh, he's working the
trades.
phones. Yeah. Adam in the chat. Bring on the medical staff from Canada Soccer.
Very good.
Bring on the German therapist from Bayern Munich to help out the Jays. Oh, man.
But I want to go back to Friday, too, because we were out for dinner, and we were just checking our phones for the score.
Lovely dinner, brother.
Yeah, it was. Shout out, Sick Media. And we thought they were, like, coming back, and it was a comeback game. We're like, wow, they're coming back. And they finally made a comeback. And then, we see the pitching decision he made.
We were sitting there. I'm having, like, another cold beverage, and I see on my phone, the underrated part of a lot of, like, Jays notifications is the pitching change notification. So all I see is CJ Van Eyck entering the game in the 8th inning. And I show it to Azzo.
Once they tied it.
Yeah, once the Jays tied it, Jays came back. Jays came back.
But to be fair, they didn't. When I went back and watched that game, it was a joke of a game because they had a lot of opportunities to score runs before that. Like that shouldn't have been. It wasn't really a comeback because they missed a lot of opportunities to score.
Dan in the chat, dinner was sick. It was, man.
But to your point, like you used Fluharty and Fisher before. Was it Fluharty? I believe in Fisher before him when you're down 3-0, 4-0. Why do that? Why wouldn't that have been a better?
Fisher should not have been in that early.
Or Fluharty.
Fluharty you need all the time. Like Fluharty's like their most important guy.
If you
I'm fine with that.
Forget matchups. Put your best pitcher out there. I would have rather seen Mako out there. Mako's proven his worth this year. He's proven he can be a big league.
I don't mind Mako. Mako's your boy. You love that guy.
I do. I think he's for real.
Two-Putt Shakur in the chat.
I like that
name a lot. Sid, are the Jays just playing baseball as a hobby?
It's a game. They're supposed to be having fun. I didn't get that. To me, this series just summed up the entire season. Like they couldn't hit, and their manager made some bad decisions on Friday. Saturday, they kind of looked like the old team, and they got a great pitching performance. And then yesterday, they just looked like poop. They're just not good.
Before we get to the positives, I want to wrap up the negative this way. Can I read you what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. said before Saturday's game?
This was interesting.
So for those who missed it, Vladdy and...
Even he's speaking pregame. Not Ross. Vladdy.
Vladdy is.
When's Vladdy speak pregame
with Hector LeBron, with the translator.
Yeah, of course.
But this was off camera for what I could tell. This was strictly non-camera availability.
Wait, hold on. When do you remember him doing a pregame availability like
Never.
That? It's weird.
Never. So Vladdy said the following. Again, this is Saturday. So there's still 10 games on. This is before Cease goes out and throws a gem. Message to the fans. Vladdy, do you have a message for the fans? Now, again, listen, I covered MMA for a while. Sometimes things do get lost with translators. It's a tricky thing. But this generally is the gist of what Vladdy said through Jay's translator, who's a great guy, Hector LeBron.
Really
he does a lot of great work for the organization. This is what Vladdy said through Hector. Be patient. I know things are not going the way we wanted, but I can promise all our fans that every time we go out there, our goal is to win the game. We are humans. Sometimes things don't happen the way you want, regardless of your preparation or what you do. That's baseball. But I can promise them we're going to continue to work hard. We need our fan base to be there right now because you never know when things can change. Now, Hazel had different quotes from Vladdy, and they went like this. Like, how can the Jays be better? How can you be better? I think is the gist of the question. Quote from Vladdy. That's all I'm thinking about. See how we can get better. Like I said, the rest of the guys, that's all I'm thinking about right now in my head. How can I get my team better? But now I'm not thinking about the trade deadline at all. There are 58 games left. You know how baseball is. Anything can happen. I know I can be better. Just frustrating. We're just going, myself and the rest of the guys, just going to continue to play hard, and we'll see at the end of the season. Here's my problem with that. It's not with anything I heard there. It's the timing. That's a quote for like the end of May, early June.
Way early.
I think you have to be way earlier with that message.
Yep.
I think maybe it would free him up. Listen, Vlad didn't have a bad series.
No.
I didn't think. Still has 6 home runs, but he didn't have a bad series.
No, but he's doing what Ross should be doing. He's trying to take heat off Schneider, I think.
I
here's
agree.
a guy
I
who
agree.
just said, like, yeah, my manager's taking all the heat. He's drowning, and they are boys. So he's trying to stand up for... I can't remember last time this guy just offered up a media availability pre-game like that.
No, it was an interesting move from Jay's PR and Vladdy to say yes to it because we don't normally see it. But to your point, yeah, I think Vladdy's doing some work that Ross should be doing.
Well, he's trying to stand up for his manager. He knows his taking.
Now,
He's getting asked about
I
it
think
all the time.
I think Vladdy needs to take a hell of a lot of responsibility for this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's cut the BS. I think we all know what the stats are and what he's done and not done.
Yep. Well, like I said, at this point, I'm worried about him. Did something in that postseason run make the league figure him out? Because he has no idea what's wrong with him, or else he would have fixed it.
It's shocking.
You said
it's
it.
Shocking.
He's here for 13 more years.
Only 13
so maybe
more
a
years.
complete bad year will make him break it down and try and find something.
Coach,
like Springer found whatever he was missing. He's looking better.
Slightly better.
Yeah, taking better at bat.
Remember, he had like 1,000 OPS last year. Yeah. Like slightly better.
No. But better than he did.
Better than he did.
Yeah.
Kojut in the chat. Can you guys talk TFC for 5 minutes? We will. And we have another drop for you.
All 5 minutes?
Maybe less. Okay, anything? Do you want to get into the pitching from the weekend?
Sure, of course.
So Kevin Gausman looked solid yesterday. Another quality start for him. 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less. That's a quality start for those who don't know. At least 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less. He struck out 6, gave the Jays a chance to win. Obviously, the Jays didn't win. Was it his last start as a Jay? He spoke about that after the game.
I mean, I hope I don't go anywhere. I don't want to go anywhere. That's, that would be my wish, and that would mean that we're playing, good baseball. But I also realize it's a business, and so, whatever happens is kind of out of my control.
Different vibe, I thought, from him yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Like last week against Tampa, it turned into like if I'm being honest, a bit of a soap opera. Like his family was there, it was emotional. It was he did like numerous interviews.
Yeah,
it felt like. I mean, he left the game last week. The fans didn't react in any way, shape, or form. It's been really interesting to watch this Kevin Gausman appreciation tour go because it's been slow to develop. Some of us were here earlier. It's been slow to develop for others.
I just wish the team would get aboard too because they give them no run support.
But do you think in modern day baseball, pitchers care about that?
What?
Wins.
Well, run support, yeah.
You think so?
Of course.
I guess there's bonuses and contracts and things. I think that matters to a certain extent.
You want to be on the mound.
No, but if you're a pitcher that you have literally no control over,
right?
You have no control.
Yeah, but it's got to get tiring going out there.
It does.
Listen,
it does. But
I can't remember who said this. There's a difference from not wanting to give up a run and realizing you can't give up a run because you're going to lose.
True. But yesterday Gausman was like he was fine. Do you think Gausman left that game yesterday saying, "Damn, I'm 0-7 in my last month"? Like I don't know. There's only so many things you can do. Now it's not like he hasn't pitched well in that last month, but I don't think modern pitchers are like I need my wins, man.
No,
they're looking at Ks per 9. They're looking at home runs over 9.
But a win for you is a win for the team. Like I think you become immune to that. Like I'm just going to go out and do my job.
Right, but I mean it's you know what I'm trying to say, though, right?
I do.
Like it's I don't think it is what it used to be.
But I think that's why the majors changed, like where you have to go at least 5 innings. Like you have to contribute. You have to have a quality start basically to get the win.
Right.
Like to me, that matters. That means you're doing your job and the team's doing theirs.
Yeah.
You're in it together. Like it's got to be frustrating when you go out there and you can't get any run support.
Do you think that was his last Blue Jay start? Kevin Gausman.
No.
You think he's going to go against St. Louis this weekend?
Yeah.
Wow. That would be an emotional one.
Yeah.
I'm still not convinced they're trading all these guys, man.
No, I know.
I'm not.
Yeah, and the fact nothing's happened.
The Jays don't look at this the way normal organizations would be looking at this.
I agree.
I've never seen an organization be last place all the time and almost win the championship and try and figure out what terra firma is.
Here's my question to you: with the uncertainty of next year, like what are they looking for? Like, can they take a guy because they always want term
in return?
Yes,
I think term's the biggest thing.
But like, will you take a guy for 1 year, even though next year might be set?
No.
It needs to be more than 1 year. Because I've seen a few guys I think they should target, but they only have 1 year left.
The beauty is, I think there are a bunch of teams who know full well next year is completely up in the air, and this is their chance to go for it.
Yeah, I hope so.
So I think there's some Louis Varland sitting there potentially. I do. Now, maybe not at his level, because none of the guys the Jays are dealing, aside from maybe Shane Bieber.
Well,
like, who's their most valuable trade chip?
That's the other thing. If you're another team,
who is it?
Given recent stats, would you take Bieber first, or are you going to take Gausman first?
The way he's looked, I take Bieber first.
Right. So I think you got to see Bieber go first before Gausman.
I think Bieber right now gets you. Now, I still think a team. It goes against my every instinct I have, but there's probably teams that would give you something for Jeff Hoffman.
Oh, dude, I told you,
For
he's
sure.
the most important piece to me right now. Because this market is done with him. He's got a year of control. Somebody's going to take that guy. Based on what his stats say.
Potentially.
I don't think it's even potentially. I definitely think you're going to see somebody want that guy.
We'll see.
But I don't know.
So you don't think yesterday was Gausman's final J start?
No, because no moves have been made yet. Had they started trading off guys, I would say yes.
I don't think it's going to be either.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Jays are there. Now, if they make the one move, then that's the signal.
Starts things.
We haven't seen anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. We've seen Brendan Little get called up, and C.J. Van Eyck, and Davis Schneider. What was Davis Schneider's weekend, by the way? Mr. Fenway Park.
0 for 4.
He was 0 for 4.
2 strikeouts.
Okay.
Both looking, by the way. Like, take the bat off here. You know you're there to swing the bat.
So Davis Schneider's whole weekend was diarrhea.
Yeah.
Great.
And guess
That's
what?
great.
He didn't play on. I don't believe he
great.
played on Saturday when they won. What was back in the lineup yesterday?
Wow.
By the way, you know who played on Saturday when they won? Brandon Valenzuela. Did he
Brandon
play at all?
Valenzuela!
Our boy.
Look at him.
Anyways, we'll get back to that. Trust me. And
By the way, remember to start the season, you saw a commercial for like a bobblehead or whatever of David Schneider and Addison Barger on the couch.
Yeah.
Never forget that. Hey, any Blue Jay going forward, if the Jays ask you to do a commercial for your bobblehead, don't. Just don't.
To be fair, it works. He's been on the couch all season, Barger.
Oh, boom face.
I just don't get why this came out 2 months later. If his arm was like that, why didn't he have surgery then?
This chat is
He was going to save the season?
I apologies to the chat. The chat is right now just get rid of Schneider, and then after the other name I mentioned, it's get rid of Schneider. There's 2 Schneiders in the chat that are getting a lot of hate right now.
Anyway.
Nice mustache, though.
Yeah.
How about Dylan Cease this Saturday, though?
Dude, amazing.
How about Dylan Cease this Saturday? I got to get the stat, the Nolan Ryan road stat.
Oh, yeah.
Let me find this. It's right here. Here it is. So Dylan Cease, 1-hitter complete game win on Saturday. Dylan Cease is the second MLB pitcher in the modern era to go 8+ innings, allow no more than 1 hit, and strike out 10+ in consecutive road starts. The only other person to do it was Nolan Ryan.
Woo.
In 1989. Again, Cease went into San Francisco, almost got the no-hitter. Almost did the same thing here. Meanwhile, everyone was freaking out that his elbow might have gone out early in that game.
Right.
It's one of the most bizarre starts I've ever seen a Blue Jay make.
That's what
ever.
makes it even crazier, is that pitching savant would tell you he didn't even have his best stuff, like far from it. He started the game with such low velocity compared to what he usually has.
True.
And it got better as it went, and the fact he pieced that together is amazing. That's the guy Savage should be sticking around and learning. Well, he's learning too, though.
He's trying.
Right?
Death Clutch in the chat. Ooh, Nolan Ryan was the man. It's true.
Yes, he was.
Nolan Ryan. I almost saw Nolan Ryan throw a no-hitter at Exhibition Stadium.
Really?
Yeah. It seemed like there was a stretch in his career. Nolan Ryan almost had a no-hitter every 3 starts.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Every 3 starts, Nolan Ryan almost got it
And we
done.
go like 9 innings every time. It's insane.
John in the chat. Bring in Torts. We got a Tortorella update coming up, by the way.
Small Victory Schneider's letting us know.
I'm going to tell you the exact team he's going to take over 2.5 months in the next season. Wait for this. I could see the future.
Okay. Yeah, we got to get that crystal ball. That's on.
I'm going to order one like right after the show.
Small Victory Schneider is letting us know Gosman has the 5th worst run support in all of Major League.
Yeah, but what are you going to do about it? Like, you get mad about it? Chris Bassett would get mad, but it was a waste of energy. What the hell are you going to do about it? Guys, be better offensively. We're trying. Okay. What are you going to do about it? Worry about
why was Saturday so different than the
Chris
other
Bassett just has to worry about one of his 9 pitches.
But why is Saturday so much different than Friday or Sunday?
Because they're not a professional baseball team?
I guess. I don't know.
But Dylan Cease was amazing Saturday.
It was unbelievable.
So, again, the fears about his velocity was down like 3 miles an hour.
Yeah. 4, I thought. Yeah.
Shulman was going, what is going on here? That's the most panicky I've ever heard Dan on air, ever. And I'm sure he wasn't the only one. People behind the scenes were like, does he need Tommy John? That's the conclusion people are jumping towards.
For sure. When you come out like that.
But thankfully, he was okay.
Yeah, you know what Cease said?
Think it is? Okay.
And he took it easy. His arm took it easy. See, here we go. Now Azzo's getting comfortable with the drops.
Hell yeah.
Now he's getting comfortable.
We're going to get more.
So after the game, 2 things. One, it was so nice to hear a great interview between Hazel and a baseball player uninterrupted by idiocy again. Because Hazel's one of the best.
Amazing. And Cease just gives great answers.
And Cease, on top of that, great answers.
Mm-hmm.
So this was the brief interview after the game, after what was, without question, and this is not hyperbole, it was one of the most unique and best performances by a Jays starter I've ever seen. He looked like he couldn't make it through 3 innings.
Crazy.
And he threw a complete game 1-hitter. That was bizarre. Good on Dylan Cease. This is Dylan Cease and Hazel after the game.
Velo way down in the first inning, 93. You capped it off, though, at 99. What was going on there? Why do you think such a discrepancy?
Body was a little cranky. Had to force it into cooperating a little bit. But once you get in the rhythm of the game, and obviously it's a good game, and I had a no-hitter going, all that, so woke up a little bit, and at the end you don't want to let it go. So I was just emptying the tank. I was wobbly out there that inning. I didn't know what my body was doing. That was just that was wild.
Well, what is it about you and pitching in this ballpark? I mean, I asked you that yesterday. You said, well, if I'm in a good mood, things might be good. What do you like about pitching here?
I mean, it is my favorite ballpark, to be honest. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. When I played Nintendo 64, this was the ballpark. I just watched the 99 Home Run Derby here on YouTube. I don't know, man. There's something about Fenway that's just really cool and special, but I don't know. How many strikeouts did I have today?
You had 12.
12?
12.
I was at like 4 through 6 or something like that. That's crazy.
I don't know if that's a bit or whatever, but keep doing it. How many strikeouts I have today?
I love it.
I love it too, because it's the second time he's done it.
Because A, Hazel always knows the answer.
Yes.
And B, so does Dylan.
Yeah.
Which I love.
That's why I'm thinking it's a bit, and I love it.
Keep the bit going.
I love it.
Drew Test in the chat. Cease is a beast. Yeah.
Okay, but so moving forward, as they fall further out of it, are you okay with that continuing if he has to throw 120 pitches every night?
Not in the lost season, no.
Yeah.
And again,
that was my only question.
Still kind of worried about my body was cranky.
Yeah. Well, that's
let's not blow past that, right? Let's like if he goes down.
But I think that's.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I think as a veteran pitcher, that's what you learn to do. You learn to adapt in game when things aren't working for you. That's what you Savage is having a hard time figuring out.
I think you're right. Kira in the chat. Wow, I think I played Nintendo 64 baseball as well. Ken Griffey Jr. baseball.
Yeah.
Was that from Ken Griffey Jr. baseball?
I believe it was like had some weird name, like Major League Baseball with Ken Griffey baseball or something. Like it had Ken Griffey's name in it.
I have to be honest with you. The best Nintendo 64 game of all time was NWO versus WCW.
Wait, what?
Do you remember that?
No.
You'd have 4 people at the same time. And they also, I believe there was also like a Royal Rumble type setting to it, which was a blatant thief of WWE at the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah. NWO WCW was a great N64 game.
I'm thinking,
fantastic.
Was it RBI Baseball, the other game? There was one baseball game.
RBI Baseball was the 8-bit game forever.
Yeah.
Really good.
That's the one, right?
Really good.
Yeah, with the short, stocky guys just hit bombs. I used to love that one.
Yeah, could be worse in the chat. Tecmo Super Bowl was 8-bit. I'm talking about specifically N64. Because N64 would come up with just their own stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so that Dylan Cease performance was ridiculous, and I loved the Hazel interview after.
Of course.
Not Miles Straw and Vladdy looking for more airtime.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Mm-hmm. Hey, Vladdy, you want airtime? You know what? I ran into my dad Saturday, and he doesn't watch the Jays a lot, but the Jays were on, and he's like, "What's with the jacket?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "They put on a jacket." I'm like, "You don't like the jacket, Dad?" He's like, "It's dumb."
Oh, he must have been watching Saturday because that was the only game.
GoldenEye for N64, the James Bond game, was
I remember that.
ahead of its time.
It was
ahead of its before Halo and Call of Duty and all these things. No. GoldenEye.
A lot of people saying
GoldenEye was legit.
Marty, Mr. H.A.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people saying it, bringing that up.
See, people are loving Dylan Cease more because he's a Nintendo 64 dude.
100%, dude. He's such a cool dude. Told you.
Everyone's a cool dude in Toronto when you're throwing complete game one hitters.
It's a chance to be one of the best pitchers in this organization.
If Schlittler stumbles, like the Cy Young's in play, some would say it's already.
But I love it because I feel like part of him went out and did that because Schlittler had a great game on Friday.
Schlittler's been good too, man.
He's been so good. So let them get this rivalry going between the two. We thought it was going to be a Savage and Schlittler. I'm okay with Cease and Schlittler.
Easy.
Yeah, I know.
Unc Ryan in the chat. GoldenEye was the first multiplayer FPS, if you think about it. Oh, first-person shooter. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to wrap up the Blue Jay section this way. Azzo came in today and said to me, "Did you hear Blair and Barker on Sportsnet on Friday?" And I go, "I missed it," because every week Schneider is on the show, right?
Yeah, he joins them every Friday.
Yeah. So I'll leave it there, Azzo, and because you got a couple clips, right?
Yeah.
So what stuck out to you, and what are you going to play for us here? Tee it up for us.
So first, he goes on there, he obviously gives some injury updates, and they check in, And for once, I don't think they asked him where Vladdy's at. Blair always does the nice thing of asking, where are you and the coaching staff at, given all this?
It's a smart question.
I like it. I love that Blair does that because he checks in with them as humans. This
no, but I think there's other things to that question that are
right
that potentially could give you a very good answer. Because if you sense any divide, then you're cooking with gravy.
Well, that's what I mean. As the temperature gets turned up here and they keep falling further
it's a nice way to ask, do you hate your hitting coach yet?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, so he answered that, and it was like a long answer where he went in about like, yeah, we just make sure we're all okay. We care too much about this, and then Barker followed up, kind of asking like, well, what's the message in the room right now? How are you guys as a team? Are you united or not? And here's what John said. And again, I felt like he talked a lot. Like his answers were long in every question they asked.
Sorry, one more time. The question going into this was what?
Was just like, what's the message to the room? How are you guys as a team?
Oh, right.
Anyways, but I just feel like all his answers, like I felt like not babbling a lot, but he was talking.
Well, listen, John Schneider knows how to fill time.
Yeah. But we'll get to one question that didn't have a long answer, which is the other one I pulled. But first, so this one's about how the room is, how the message in the room is, and how the room is with the team.
Coming off the year we had, it makes everything that much louder this year, But I think that's, we've earned those expectations, and fans deserve those to be met and expect those to be met. So for me, I've learned this in this job and in this market where best advice I've gotten over the years is you have to give, I can't say the exact words here, we're live, but you have to really care about the people in the building and the people that you're with every day, and are about people that aren't here, if that makes sense. And that excludes you guys. I care about you guys, but you too. But I think, there's so much outside noise in this game, and people that have a computer or a phone or a microphone, they think they know the whole, gist of what's going on every single day. And that's just not the case. So I'm at peace with that. I know that the players need me and the coaches to be consistent and to support them, you know what I mean? And be in it with them. So again, you learn to live with it. You learn to hear it. You learn to shrug it off. And I know 100% of the people that are taking shots at me or taking shots at my team, they can't do what I do, and they can't do what my players do.
I can do what Brendan Little does. I got news for you right now. Kojut in the chat. Sid stepping off a cruise ship. Yeah, not the Consta Concordia.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of people talking about you, Sid. This is what's interesting to me about that clip. And you can go back to Marner in this town, or you can go back to anybody who's like, I've learned one thing. Anyone in terms of sports in this city who tells you they don't pay attention to anything, pay attention to everything.
Yep.
Marcus Stroman paid attention to everything. Mitch Marner paid attention to everything. John Schneider hears everything. I'm just a guy with a microphone. Who am I? Just a lowly host. But I guarantee you, whenever you hear that from a person of profile in terms of sports, they hear it. They hear it. Just know that. You can think whatever you want of me and Azzo and anyone else in this town who actually kind of calls things at times the way they are. I got no problem with what you think of me. But never believe someone in this town who says they don't pay attention to it. That is the tell. That is them at the poker table and they're scratching their nose. That also means high levels of insecurity. That's not good. Wasn't good with Stroman. Wasn't good with Marner. Important players in this town. That's the worst with a manager or a coach. That's the last person you want saying that. Last. And that's all I have to say about that, Azzo. Yeah. What do you have to say about that comment? I found that very interesting. Look, he's getting heat from a lot of places. There's a lot of shows in this city.
But last year, he was celebrated for always making the right moves. You can't tell me Friday night that was the right move. Like, there are some things that should just be baseball and that deserve to be criticized.
I 100% agree.
And that to me just screams he's just going to stick with his players. He's going to defend them to the death. We're not going to hear too much more from him because that's all he's going to do.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have answers for all this. But when it comes down to making a baseball decision like Friday night, that wasn't a good one. I'm sorry.
Book Newcomb in the chat. Unbothered equals bothered.
That's a great way to put it.
That is a very good way to put it. And but again, if I come on air hypothetically and say that he's never played a game in Major League Baseball, is that a criticism or is that a statement of fact?
Statement of fact.
It's a statement of fact.
But
It can be angled by some as criticism. I'm telling you, if Don Mattingly's in that dugout and he's not there anymore, maybe, and the offense has become the worst in Major League Baseball, maybe 1 + 1 = 2 on that. It's not a personal shot.
But to me, somebody's got to explain to me what their definition of what a manager does is. And if his is to go out there and talk and make fans understand why this, like, you got to have a better excuse than these guys are trying baseball's hard. Like, I'm sorry. You got to explain some things better. What was the matchup you were trying to take advantage of there by putting Van Eyck out there? Like,
but what the Jays have done is, and you and I having worked at Rogers for a while, they have corporatized the Jays to the point where you don't know where the decision's coming from. That's what a corporate entity does to protect everyone. No one's wrong if you don't know who made the decision.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm being serious.
No, I know.
That's what a corporation does better than anything. Anything. Who decided Braden Fisher Friday night should have gone in that early? Considering you didn't have a lot on the back end.
You were down 3-0.
You were
3-1.
You were down 3-1. Why then?
Wouldn't that have been better?
Is that Schneider? Yeah. Is that your analytics department? Is that Ross?
Even Fluharty that early in the game was just weird to me.
You'll never know in that structure. Now, going back to your point, Ross Atkins got a 5-year extension at the end of that last year. John got 2. Yeah. That's interesting. It's very interesting. And John tried to set it up. Well, I'd prefer the 2. Sure. Sure, you'd prefer the 2-year deal.
Who likes security?
2-year deal over 5. What would you guys like? What would you like? Oh, give me 2. I'm fine with it. And by the way, John Schneider in that interview with Blair and Barker going, I don't want to swear on air, was hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
I've seen that guy swear live. No one swore live on Sportsnet more than John Schneider in my life.
And he's sworn on their show before.
Now he's like, I want to be professional. But okay. Sure.
And the other funny thing is like, no, but you guys, I love you guys. I'm not talking about
all. Oh yeah, not you guys. Yeah, not you guys. No, yeah.
They do stand up for him, and it's fair. Like he goes on the show every week, and I get it. And they've been the most critical, saying this roster could be a lot better.
Let me tell you something.
He's only got options that he's got, which you started on today too.
Let me tell you something. If anyone in this market is ever concerned about anything you, Jeff, or I say, there's one simple reason for it. There's 2. Reason 1, our audience is growing every day.
Mm-hmm.
2, there's truth in what comes out of this show.
That's what I was thinking. There might be some little bit of truth to it. I'm with you.
There's truth at times that comes out of this show. You might not like it. You may disagree with it. I've been wrong more than I've been right more than I've been wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't come out right.
Except when you said that statement.
Fool me once, shame on, won't get fooled again.
Anyways, but to his point about how much he loves Blair and Barker, I thought Barker followed up with a pretty good question that we've debated here a lot. And John, let me know what you think, because I think he got a little bit.
So this is going back to Friday.
This is going back to Friday. He asked him about a guy we always bring up, Brandon Valenzuela.
Do you have the question in this, or just the answer?
Yes, it is. And Barker kept it short, got right to the point. Because like, when was it? Coming right out of the All-Star break, he was in the lineup with Kirky, and he hit a home run. And we all said he should be in the lineup the next day.
Look, the reality is, you're being kind about it. Brandon Valenzuela is a better catcher right now than Alejandro Kirk.
Hey, he caught Saturday. He caught that game from
in this moment. Oh my God! Do you have any idea what's happening inside Italian soccer today?
Yeah.
Do you have any? We're gonna get to this.
Get to it.
No. Let's do this first. Let's do this first. Holy cow! Kevin Barker flat out says, "What's going on with Valenzuela?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Should he play more? Here it is.
John, I like Valenzuela. Why doesn't he play a little bit more?
That was a very direct question, Kevin.
Well, I mean, every once in a while I need to.
Hey, I like Valley too. We like him. You know what I mean? It's part of the role. You know what I mean? When you have a catcher like Kirky, who I think is turning the corner offensively, right? Mm-hmm. And it's he's going to be in there. You know what I mean? He's still we're trying to find ways to get him in there while still trying to find ways to get Kirky going, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So he's adjusted his work in between, going from playing more than he was playing a lot, when Kirky was hurt, and now he's had to adjust his work in between. He's staying ready, and I still like what he's doing on both sides of the ball. He's one of the best defensive catchers in baseball. You know, people kind of tend to forget about that too, but he's doing everything he needs to do to get himself ready. And, you know, there's going to be some runway, plenty of runway for him, here in this series and for the rest of the season, but it's one of those things where you have a guy that is coming back, who's your everyday guy, and you want to get him going in Kirky.
Good question from Barks.
You
Very
feel
good
like
question.
he got his back up right away though with that question?
Yes.
He did, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I think they've won 2 out of the last 3 games he's played, or maybe even more. Because that game he hit a home run, they won.
Because you know what
he caught Saturday, they won.
You know what the insinuation is with that question? You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, he's just a guy
No,
who
I'm
plays
telling
well.
you. If I'm Schneider, that's how I take it from a guy in Kevin Barker who's played games in the major leagues, and Schneider hasn't.
No, but he looks good.
Another factual statement to come out of this show.
Is there any way you trade Valenzuela this year?
No.
Because they're obviously committed to Kirky. And I'm not saying I would. I love Valenzuela. But considering how committed they are to Kirky, and he's got that contract, like is he going to, because his numbers have gone down a bit since he's been playing less. But when he plays, sometimes they win. That's the crazy part to me.
Listen, in fairness to Alejandro Kirk, the broken thumb for any hitter, not great. Not great. Most hitters, when that happens to you, you got to give it 12 months to get back, to get close to where you were. Jesus, he has a lot of time left on this contract.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because I don't think you.
Sorry, this was the first year of the extension?
Yeah, because you just got it early last year. Oh, I thought that contract was shorter. Maybe they could shop Kirky, but no, I don't think they can. Man.
He's got
till 2030.
There's 4 years after this year for
till
Kirk.
2030. Yep. So that's what I mean.
Well,
like,
most people who know baseball know you get faster with age.
And they're committed to him, man. I don't understand why Valley's not getting more playing time. I really don't. And if he's not, maybe he can get you some. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. You know where I'd rather see Valley.
I know
out there.
where your vote lies on
I
that.
think they win with him out there.
100%.
Prove it. Like, man, look at the stats from the last few times he's gone in, and he's ready. And again, he caught that game on Saturday. Did a pretty damn good job with Cease. Like, tell me why this kid doesn't deserve more playing time.
Small victory Schneider in the chat. And again, bravo on the handle. Valenzuela has 2 more home runs than Vlad and half as many at bats.
Dude, I think he's 3rd on the team in home runs, isn't he? And he doesn't even. How often does he play?
Please look that up. Brandon Valenzuela's 3rd on the team in home runs.
I'm pretty.
Are you serious? That's insane. He's 3rd.
He was. Maybe he moved down. He's 4th now.
Oh, 4th.
No, sorry, tied for 3rd.
Tied for 3rd.
Tied for 3rd with Clement.
He's tied for 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah, he's tied for 3rd.
Well, why play him?
In 61 games, everybody else has like 100. 75, sorry. 73, 75.
Ray Bay in the chat. Valenzuela is a spark plug guy.
I agree.
Team needs that. I love the way the kid carries himself.
Same.
I'm sorry.
Same.
It's not just the hitting. How he talks to his teammates. How he tries to pump everyone up and encourage. Like Vladdy should be doing this, but he's been a tool the whole year. Except when someone who's a friend of his on Tampa's at first base, and then they're just commiserating.
But why would John get his back up like that when that question's asked? Because I think it's a legit question.
The question is, you don't know what you're doing.
No, but he does, because or else he wouldn't have got his back up.
Listen, when you're a manager, you know what your only currency is in life? Decisions.
I don't. Yeah.
No, but like hear me out. No, he never played in the major leagues, John Schneider. His job is to make decisions. There you have Kevin Barker, a smart dude who I really like and you really like on that desk, who's played in the major leagues before, going, one of your decisions isn't good. I know exactly why he got his back up. Good question.
But it means he knows he's making the wrong decisions too. So is it being forced on him? Like,
it could be. It could be.
We're paying Kirky, play him.
It could be. It happens all the time.
And
happens all the
Put
time.
Springer back in the outfield so you can free up a DH spot and maybe have Valley catch and Kirky DH. Like, there's got to be ways you can get this kid into the lineup.
Now, again, I want to just bring it back a little bit on my end. Like, it's not like Cal Yarncroke playing all the time for Craig Berube.
No.
Alejandro Kirk's been to multiple All-Star games.
Yes, agreed.
Like he's a very good player.
I think
understand.
Seems better if they're both in the lineup.
My concern with Kirk the entire time is when he goes south injury-wise, it is going to be nasty. And you will never be able to pull him out of it. Just because of some things that clearly go on here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my concern with Kirk. The second I see him breaking down, my knee-jerk is Valenzuela. And I can't be the only one in this city thinking that. I can't.
Well, either it's I don't know. I was going to say either he's an
Is that
all-star
not?
or it's a really down.
Is that
year.
not fair to Kirk?
Yeah.
Because I've had that in the back of my mind with Kirk the entire time. I love the kid's story.
Of course.
I do.
Of course.
But we got to be realistic here. I don't know how long he's going to play baseball. It's a tough grind for a kid like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a great bat, but now his thumb is already healing. It's not easy.
But that's why put him behind the plate every game? Can't you give him some games
See,
where he
that
DHs?
I'm with you. That I don't understand.
I think this lineup's
I
better.
don't understand
And
that.
I know you're risking it by having 2 catchers in the lineup. But if it's win now, they both should be in the lineup every day. Or
Correct.
should have been from the time the All-Star game happened.
Correct.
And when they came out and they had both in the lineup, we thought we'd see it more. And they win that game. And then they just stopped doing it. Like, just doesn't make sense to me.
Kenneth Liu in the chat. Vladdy encourages his teammates by throwing Gatorade at them. It's true. Yeah, there's a lot of pro Valenzuela people in this chat right now.
I think everybody is, which is why Kevin asked that question.
Look, is he perfect? No, he screws up. He throws high to second. Like, he's learning. He's young. He's learning. But he's also a Ross Atkins pickup. It's not like he's like
exactly
someone else is doing.
Exactly.
You get credit for that, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I believe Kirk was Kirk like an Anthopoulos guy? Maybe not.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But Valenzuela's a Ross guy.
He's playing once every 4 or 5 games. Like,
But that was always the case for keeping Heineman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let Valenzuela go to the Bisons and play.
That's totally wrong. Man, this team sucks.
It kind of sucks, right?
They've only won 1 out of the last 5 games he's played. But anyway, I thought they won that first game. That one game he hit the home run. No, they lost it, I guess.
HV in the chat. Development people, play the kid. Yep.
Yeah.
Play
what
the
are you
kid.
going to do? Like, again, Kirky's locked up till 2030. So he's not going to find more playing time somewhere. Like, Kirky's their guy. It's obvious.
I mean, until he can't.
That's
be
why
the
I
guy.
wondered about maybe shopping him and what you can get. Because some other, you know, how many teams are looking for a good catcher?
No, it's true.
I just wondered about it. I don't know.
Now
Because
away-
he's not finding the playing time here. He's not going to.
Now-
And that answer from Schneider is proof they're not going to play him more. They're not.
Now awake in the chat. Kirk is just like Santander. No, he's not just like Santander.
He plays.
Santander's bailed on this organization already. Santander's never going to play for the Jays again. I got news for all of you.
Feels
all of
that
you.
way.
Lazy. He's never going to play for the Jays again. That when you have surgery right before camp and could have done it all off season but wanted to go on vacation, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. You are a nobody. You are not a leader. You're gonna suck everything dry from your contract, and you're gonna leave, and you just enjoy all the food you want. Go ahead, knock yourself out. We're never gonna see Santander play for this team again, ever.
No, he'll play next year because it's he
yeah.
can opt out. If he has a good year, you get more money. But he's robbed this team of 2 years.
Sure,
Man,
sure,
just been
sure,
stealing money for the last 2 years.
sure. Anything else from Blair Barker Friday?
No, I mean, there was a question about Springer I wanted to get to because they asked him about his approach being better and what it is and what he goes to the plate looking like. And Schneider's first response was, well, we hope everybody goes up with an approach. And it's like, shouldn't you know that as a manager?
Sorry, you don't know if everyone has an approach.
No, he's like, we'd like to hope everybody has an. That was his. I swear to God, that was his first answer.
If only you were the manager and had control of that.
He needs to talk to Chaika and be like, you're a general manager. You generally manage. Should I be doing the same thing?
Confirming Kirk is an Atkins signing.
Oh, okay.
But did he draft that? What I'm saying is yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going back too far.
It is.
Anthopoulos wouldn't have been involved in the Alejandro
Yeah,
Kirk
it
story.
has to be.
I don't think
they've been here for a decade.
I
dude.
know.
No, they have to. Yeah, it has to be.
Okay. Hey, Azo.
Yeah, is it?
Great time of year.
Sure is. Look at all the content we have today. Wow.
Puck drops, tip-offs, first pitches. When the game is on, you call the shots. Head to betway.ca and bet your way. Must be 19 plus. Play responsibly. Hey, Azo.
Yes, it.
Like the shirt?
It's an interesting choice for you, but I think you can work it.
Is it buzzing on air or not?
Nah, it looks pretty good.
Oh,
it looks actually.
it's not actually.
It looks better on air than it does in person, but it's still really nice.
Shows off my pecs. Clothing for today's show provided by Ed's Fine Imports, Markham, Ontario's #1 clothing store for the last 20 years. Formal, casual. Excuse me, they've got you covered. I get emotional just thinking about it. Brands like Psycho Bunny, Blue Industry, Page Jeans, Nobis, Gitch, Bugatti, Paul Batenley, 7 Downey Street, Tommy Bahama, the shirt I'm wearing today, and much, much more. Ed's Fine Imports, just north of McCowan in the 407. Go in person or go to edsfineimports.com online. Tell them Sid sent you and get 15% off your first purchase. Tell them Azo sent you, and Ross Atkins might speak. Never know.
Never know.
I think I know where John Tortorella is going to pop up next.
Oh yeah, you teased this.
I know where he's popping up next. So for those who didn't notice over the weekend, a column came out in The Athletic. And John Tortorella, a person who has, quite frankly, abused the media down through the years until he wants something from the media, like a paycheck, once again needs something from the media. So John Tortorella spoke to The Athletic and talked about how he'd like to coach again. Here's the quote. Again, John Tortorella took over after Bruce Cassidy was taken out at the knees with 8 games to go in Vegas this season and almost won a Stanley Cup. And now he's out of a job. Tortorella said this, I want to coach. I want to coach now. I'm not sure if that happens, and that's where I am in my career, but I wanted to coach the Vegas team. I told general manager Kelly McCrimmon that. And he basically says that McCrimmon and George McPhee, the team president, within the first 10 seconds of their final meeting said, okay, you're gone. You're not coaching the team again. Now, remember, John Tortorella got fined so heavily by the league for dodging media responsibilities. He was fined $100,000 after the Ducks series. And the Vegas Golden Knights, never forget, lost a second-round pick. For a team that does not have a lot of first-round picks left because of all the trading they've done, those second-rounders are important, and they lost one this year because Tortorella was a jackass. But now, out of work, Tortorella's here, and he's kind to the media. Now, there's nothing overt in terms of those quotes that tell you where he might want to coach, but I can tell you there are clues here. The writer that he spoke to was Joe Smith. Joe Smith covers the Minnesota Wild. What team is under an intense amount of pressure next season to perform, considering Quinn Hughes still has not signed past next season? I would guess the Minnesota Wild, Azzo, with John Hines behind the bench, would be right up there, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So basically what happened in this article was Mr. Coaching Fraternity. Mr. We need to be kind to our coaches. Mr. Guys, Bruce Cassidy did a good job here. Don't forget that, considering I'm the guy that stabbed him in the back and cut him at the knees. Mr. Coaching Fraternity, John Tortorella, talks to a Minnesota Wild writer about how he'd like to coach next season. I wonder what job he's angling for. Biggest hypocrite in professional sports is John Tortorella. Not even close. But Sid, he's a nice guy. He helps out dogs. I don't care. If he was as nice to fellow coaches as he was to dogs, he'd be a superhuman. He is preparing to cut someone at the knees within 2.5 months of next season right now. He's sharpening the knife on granite. And he's talking to a Minnesota Wild writer about what could be one of the biggest hot seats in the league with Bill Guerin running that team. You know it and I know it. Lowest of the low, John Tortorella, from a coaching standpoint. Lowest of the low. He can't wait to take your job next season. Mr. Coaching Fraternity. Mr. We have to look out for our own in this business because it's tough.
Damn.
I don't like this guy.
I can tell.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I
I don't like this guy. I think he's a fraud. It's been like 2 decades almost since he's won anything. And all he is trying to shiv someone. It's like an episode of Oz in the cafeteria. Ever watch that show? It's intense.
Very.
That's all I got on torts. Anything on torts?
I just think the part that did this make you smile, that they told him like the day after the Game 6 loss.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah. And
was
like
amazing.
within a minute, they
Within a
told
minute.
him he was out pretty
Yep.
much, is what he said.
Kelly
Like,
McCrimmon.
A minute of
Kelly
sitting
McCrimmon said you're out.
out. So to me, it was like, that's a business decision, man. You screwed up. We knew you weren't coming back, no matter how far you went.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
Johnny Barkovich in the chat. Lowest of the low, great band. They were a great band. Are a great
I
band.
don't know if I know them. Do I know them?
No, they're more my,
Okay.
you're a little younger than me.
All right.
Not much.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Statistically.
Scorpio Canuck in the chat. Anything on Zach Hyman today? Do you have that Zach Hyman quote?
I can get it. Really
So Zach
quick.
Hyman had a fairly high-profile golf tournament in Southern Ontario today. I think it was the 7th straight year he's done it. And he gets a ton of folks out for this. There's a lot. Whoever's the PR department for his tournament, they do an excellent job. Like CP24 Morning was out there. They're getting interviews with everyone. Gary Roberts was doing interviews. Zach Hyman was live. Like, It's a really smart PR thing for Zach Hyman.
It is, and it usually does really well. He gets a lot of people show up. You're bang on. So, and credit Anna Dua, because she's the only one I saw put this out there. And I know there were some other reporters.
And you haven't seen any video. I'll try and get some video of this tomorrow.
I haven't looked really since after we saw the quote, but right away I did a search for it and didn't see anything.
So someone asked him about his new coach, Mike Babcock in Edmonton. Okay.
And the quote was, I had a good experience with him in Toronto. And then she goes, Anna Dua continues the tweet by saying, said he was great with the young group of players there that went on to have long and successful careers in the league.
What?
I'll repeat it.
Read it. Say it again.
So number one, Zach Hyman's quote was, quote, I had a good experience with him in Toronto, end quote. Which, by the way, he had a previous relationship with him, did he not?
I believe so, yes.
And then Anna goes on to say that Zach said he was great with the young group of players that then went on to have long, successful careers in the league.
Scorpio Canuck in the chat. Yeah, everyone except Mitch. That is an astounding quote from Zach Hyman. Like,
it kind of is.
Like, I have to be honest here. I thought he was way smarter than this.
Yeah, but he brought him in. We know that, right?
No, I know that. But guess what? Hey, Zach, I got news for you. He wasn't like you with everybody. I got news for you.
Yeah.
So you're just going to ignore that?
Oh, I am seeing video of Connor at this thing, though.
Oh, Connor was there.
Yeah, and he speaks on Mike Babcock too.
We only got half an hour left in the show, but like we'll pull as much sound from this as we can tomorrow because it sounds like some interesting stuff went on.
I'll just give you the one I'm seeing right now. You name it, he's done it. It's a
Sorry,
great
wait a second. Sorry, this is Connor.
Connor McDavid.
Okay.
Connor McDavid about being asked about Mike Babcock. You name it, he's done it. It's a great opportunity for us players to be coached by someone like him.
Yeah, you name the name, he's offended it. Small victory Schneider in the chat. Give it to November and ask Hyman again.
I think Hyman will be one of the protected guys though there.
By the way, what the hell has Zach Hyman done in the postseason for that team?
It's the last time he had a healthy season.
Exactly. Like when did Hyman become the tip of the spear in leadership on that team?
Where was he last year?
Where the hell was like someone explain this Zach Hyman thing to me in Edmonton, how he has this much influence. He's respected. He's a liked guy, Zach Hyman. Mm-hmm. We'll see how many teammates like him because it was his idea basically to bring in Babcock.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to find some of this for tomorrow.
Oh, we will. So there are cameras on Connor. I didn't see the Hyman stuff, but I did see a camera on McDavid.
Okay. Boy, Zach, I'm getting the feeling Zach Hyman really wasn't a Mitch guy, eh?
Yeah.
Are you not getting that impression?
I kind of feel something.
Like there's something there, eh?
Or maybe he's holding some grudges towards this org. I don't know.
And listen, based on what I've heard from everybody, no one was a saint. Let's just cut the BS there. But
I did find
for Zach Hyman to continuously ignore this Mitch story with Babcock is crazy. And the Spezza story, by the way. Like many former Leafs, not just one, many. When he sat Spezza opening night and his family was there, and then played him the second game when his family wasn't there. What a great guy Babcock is, eh? What a great guy.
So the full quote was, I had a very good experience with Mike in Toronto. This is Hyman. I think he's a phenomenal coach. I think extremely high of him in every way.
Oh, there's going to be some people on that Edmonton roster who are going to lose their minds at how half the room gets treated compared to the other half. Yeah. They're going to lose their minds.
He's also asked about Freddie Anderson.
Former teammate Freddie Anderson.
Yep.
What do you say
about reuniting with Frederick
This
Anderson?
Is Zach Hyman?
Yep. This is Zach
what do you say
Hyman.
about Freddie?
He just got married, so big congrats to Freddie. And he just won 2 rings for him in one summer.
That's actually kind of funny. Actually, I like that quote.
He didn't really win the cup.
He 13-3.
He did. I know.
Freddie Anderson went 13-3 in the postseason.
That's true.
The Hyman angle to this is really interesting to me, considering how liked he is and the narrative he's trying to spin. It's almost easier for McDavid to spin that turn heel image than Hyman.
Yeah.
I'm stunned at this. I really am. Well, it goes one of two ways. Because here's the best part of the whole thing. All those idiots have set it up where it all fails unless they do one thing.
Yeah, it's true.
And guess what? Kind of hard to do.
A hard thing to do. Ask them. They were how close?
2 Stanley Cup finals back to back.
No, that's what I mean.
Pretty close.
But that's what I mean. Just getting over that hump to actually win it.
Graceful shutdown. Hyman's got that corporate spirit.
Better hope so.
Listen, maybe this is a brilliant thing, and they win the cup.
We'll see.
But for Zach Hyman to completely ignore the stuff that went on in Toronto is a really interesting move to me. Really interesting.
Or
move.
everything since, yeah.
No, but like what he did to Johan Franzen, that's not his problem.
Right.
He was in the room for some of that, though. Maybe not the Spezza thing, but like the Mitch thing he was there for. Did he like that? Did he like that? Yes, just yes or no. Just give me a yes or no. Did you like that? The Jake Muzzins of the world wanted to kill the guy.
No, you're right.
And the Matt Martins of the world wanted to kill the guy, as they should. Where was Zach's stance on that?
Yeah.
I didn't like that, man. That's not good. It's not good. Anyway. All right. We'll have more on that tomorrow. Zach Hyman's becoming an interesting figure in this Edmonton Oilers story. Very interesting figure.
Now, Kieran, some other people, well, he's on the top line, so of course he's part of the leadership group.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. But like if we're talking about people who haven't pulled their weight when really it was needed, like how many points in the Game 7 Cup final against Florida, how many points did Hyman have in that Stanley Cup final?
Again, they got there in spite of him. Like
the second year he got hurt. Pretty sure it was the second year.
Last year, too.
And last year, too. But like just for some reason, criticism on Hyman just kind of evaporates.
Yeah.
You don't hear it. It's not like he's making no money.
Because he's playing over his, well,
No,
his
but
expectations were never on him.
Well, they're still paying him, though.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, of course, the coach is going to be nice to you when you're overplaying. Like,
We'll see.
you're overshooting, right?
We'll see. We'll see how everything goes. A lot of nice guys in Edmonton. A lot of nice guys.
Of course. Well, DJ Smith's there to keep it on the rails. Don't worry.
Azul, let me set this up, then hit me with the piece of audio I sent you. So let's move on here. Toronto FC have 3 wins in 17 games this season. And let me just update what happened Saturday, because I know none of you watched because it was on Apple TV. And it's a horrible broadcast. And they make you work to find it. Despite the fact it's free. The MLS package, I don't know if you know this, the MLS package on Apple TV is free, and you're still not going to watch it. Toronto FC in the 99th minute, actually maybe a few minutes before then, were tied with DC United. They scored a goal. Josh Sargent did not play. He wasn't even dressed from what I could tell. One of the highest paid people in MLS history in terms of transfers. But it was 1-1, and Toronto gave up a penalty. It was Jackson Gilman, the defender. It was tough. I actually thought he got the ball first. But he did make a lot of contact with the attacker. Bottom line is, TFC in the 99th minute gave up the game-winning penalty to DC United. DC United 2, Toronto FC 1. Toronto FC have 3 wins in 17 games this season, but never forget the thing that Keith Pelly once said.
We have just completed a complete rebuild of TFC.
Nope. Keith, you didn't.
We have just completed a complete rebuild of TFC.
I'm glad you completed the complete rebuild.
It was completed.
It would kind of suck to do a completed half rebuild.
The complete rebuild has been completed half completely.
Dude, I don't know why you're getting so down. They scored a goal. First goal in like 3 games.
That was not AI, by the way. That was Keith Pelly. He brought that up. I'm not making this up. Remember the famous news conference after Brad Treliving was fired where he talked about AI? In that section is when he unsolicited said this.
We have just completed a complete rebuild of TFC.
That wasn't even during a TFC press conference. He just said it. By the way, I want to take 2 minutes and ask everyone in the chat, if you were to add one more audio drop to our board, what would it be? Deep due diligence is coming. I'm going to give you deep due diligence.
A whole page just for Keith.
No, but I'm going to give this 1 or 2 minutes because it's going to take over the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this quickly now. What drop do you want us to add to the board? Because now we have a couple, and I think we're about to fly. And we're not sure exactly how many slots we have. We think it's way more than we think.
Graceful shutdown in the chat. TFC getting mentioned is huge for TFC.
It's true. The rebuild for TFC includes being mentioned.
Yeah. A lot of people think Spirit Smoke Water says Spirit. You need Jim Hill or Spiller.
Jim Hill or Spirit has to make it. That's definitely going to make it. The Kawhi laugh. I just don't know how many, because this trade's not going to go through. I'm convinced.
Oh, a lot of decoy votes. Jesse Marsh has to make the board. Jesse
Marsh makes the board for sure. Let's give this another 30 seconds and we move on. The Kawhi laugh, I'm not convinced about.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Here we go, the Joker. That was your idea.
Oh yeah, no, I think it was yours.
No, that one was your idea. The Michael Cera commercial.
Actually,
that one has to make it. Hey, Michael, what's this?
Yeah,
it's 10 games below 500.
You give it more life than it actually does. Every time we do it, it's like
because it's
so plain.
Because John Schneider.
Hey, Mike, what's this?
He's the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. We have to acknowledge this.
And here we go. Yep, there's a lot of jokes.
I guess that's what I'm saying, Bernsey. Yeah, that's torts. The Kawhi laugh's getting a lot. Uncrustables got a vote. Take it easy. Hold on, Paulie Mac. Take it easy.
Okay.
One more time.
Oh, uh-oh. I break it?
Oh, no.
Take it easy. Okay.
Okay, it's fine.
I think we got to wait a while before it resets.
No, but you
Take it
can.
easy. Okay.
But you can hit the other one quick.
Yeah.
Try it.
Trying.
We have just
There we go.
completed a complete rebuild of TFC.
Sometimes it's a light tap. Sometimes I really got to push it.
Just be.
She said.
Not for the first time in your life. Just be gentle. Okay? Ray Bay in the chat. Sid with a soundboard is dangerous. Oh, we're just getting started.
Oh boy. I know how to do
And
this now.
finally, people want to hear a Danhausen, you are cursed.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I'll get that one.
So I'm going to basically add one per day because it doesn't take me that long. And we're going to load this up. But the Michael Cera, John Schneider is a great.
That's a great suggestion.
That's a great
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, what is this? Do we add the Wi-Fi pouring out of that or no?
No.
We should just cut it out.
No,
hey, Michael.
what's it?
Okay, we just do.
We have a question.
Yes. Okay. Good. Good quick meeting, everyone. Okay.
At least you guys got invited to that one.
I know. I invite them to the meeting.
Don't need a slurp sound on it.
No, we don't need a slurp sound. Okay, quick story. I want to close the show this way.
It's not going to be quick.
No, it's not going to be quick.
You liar. Liar face.
When I think of Italian soccer, okay, having grown up watching Italian soccer my entire life, there's one visual that comes to mind before all other visuals, and it's this. This, for the listening audience, is a clip from the 1982 World Cup final between Italy and West Germany at the Bernabeu in Madrid. 1982 World Cup. Did not have 48 teams in that World Cup. A little smaller. This is the final. And it's a midfielder for Italy and Juventus named Marco Tardelli. Marco Tardelli was pretty good. Won a lot of Serie A titles, won a European Cup, which later was renamed the Champions League once upon a time. And he was a member of the starting 11 for Italy in one of the biggest games in Italian soccer history. He scored a goal to make it 2-0 Italy, and then went on one of the best goal celebration runs in the history of goal celebration runs. It was just two arms out, and he ran for like 10 seconds before anyone got to him. In the old days, they used to let you celebrate. Now everyone gets attacked. But in the old days, the Marco Tardellis of the world would run. And boy, did he run. Italy won that final 3-1 over West Germany, a pretty tired West Germany team from the France semi. But whatever, Italy got it done. An Italian team that few people thought were going to do anything. Marco Rossi was like coming off a suspension for betting, and it just wasn't a team that was considered a favorite. But that's strength when I think of Italian soccer, the Tardelli run. Means victory, power, freedom. And for a long time, that's kind of how I looked at Italian soccer. Italian soccer, a nation with 4 World Cup wins in their history. Italian soccer's changed. I used to think of it this way. Now I think of it this way. Italian soccer fans watching the World Cup on their couch because their team's not there and they don't have to fly anywhere. This is what Italian soccer has become. Despite making European soccer or European Championship appearances, which they should, it's been 3 straight World Cups without Italy in it. Weird. They're so sad. And again, and we've talked about this a lot on this show, Italy did not make it into the biggest World Cup in history. They lost to Bosnia, who weren't that great a team, in the final qualifier, and they didn't make it earlier this year. So the question then becomes, what does Italian soccer do? Where do they go from here in order to get up off the couch and turn that frown upside down? Well, you got to turn the whole thing upside down and look at things differently. So Italian soccer hired a new technical director, a legend of the game, Paolo Maldini. Paolo Maldini is legitimately one of the greatest defenders I've ever seen. Won countless Italian championships at AC Milan, Champions League winner at AC Milan, was part of the 06 team, and just a legend of the sport. Not long after their failure against Bosnia, Italian soccer hired this guy, Paolo Maldini, to be the technical director of Italian soccer. Paolo Maldini becomes the technical director of Italian soccer. My wife says sometimes he has nice eyes. I believe we have the same eyes. I believe we're basically the same. We have the same looks. But whatever, it's not important. Shut up. I think we look the same. But that's just me. So he's now running the Italian Federation. If I'm an Italian soccer fan, I'm like, this is good. Because right now, trust is a big deal, right? Like Italian soccer's missed 3 straight World Cups. That is a big embarrassment. There's no forza there. They need more forza for the Azzurri. They have less forza. So bring in someone everyone trusts, and Paolo Maldini. So Paolo Maldini, again, basically my twin, is running the Italian Federation. So right after this World Cup ended, you started to hear some murmurs about the first step in rebuilding Italian soccer, which is a coach. You need a coach. Who does Paolo Maldini call first? Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is a free agent. He left Manchester City after winning many things. And the former Spanish international is just kind of biding his time. Now, reportedly, the Italian Federation approached Pep Guardiola and said, Pep, come sta? Pep said, bene, e tu? That's the only Italian I know. But they reached out and said, would you be interested in running the Italian men's national team? Pep thought about it and said, no, I'm good. I'm just going to rest / wait for a better job offer to come along. Not a great place to be if you're Italian soccer, but he is like the top of the food chain for coaching free agents. Jurgen Klopp just took on the Germany job, so he's off the market. If I'm Italy, I do the exact same thing.
He looks more like me.
Basically, Italy tried to hire Jeff Azzopardi. So Pep didn't have any pep in his step and said, no bueno. No to Italy. So then we go back to Paolo Maldini. What are you going to do? I feel like I'm looking in the mirror.
Think it is? Okay.
Not cool, man. We didn't talk about a drop during that. So now the technical director of Italy, Paolo Maldini, one of the most experienced Italian soccer people in the world, says, okay, so the number one person we're going after here is off the market. We can't bring them in. So who do I know who can fit the bill, potentially? Have trust with the Italian Federation, trust with the players, trust with the fans. Well, you got to bring in someone that Maldini trusts. It's this guy. Andrea Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo is one of the best Italian soccer players I've ever seen in my life. Ever. A maestro, as they say in the midfield. Controlled the game. He was like, to compare him to anyone in this World Cup you just saw, he's like a small Rodri for Spain. Just with a bit more offensive flair. That's how good Pirlo was. Won league titles in Italy, won a Champions League, 2006 World Cup, won all of it. All of it. Like Maldini, pretty experienced. Now, as a coach, bit of a different story. had some good times at Juventus, left. He was offered a job in Turkey with a club called Fatih Karagümrük. I have no idea what that is.
Sorry, what?
Yep. Fatih Karagümrük. Like, I know Galatasaray. I know Besiktas. I know Fenerbahce. And on top of that, he sucked when he was there.
Oh, no.
Coached a little at Sampdoria in Italy. That didn't go well. Then went to Dubai. Like, his coaching resume isn't what his playing resume is. It's different. But Pirlo, late last week, it was leaked that Pirlo has been approached by the Italian Federation. And not only that, Pirlo has accepted the job. Press conference scheduled for tomorrow, for Tuesday. Boom! Italy have their guy. You have Paolo Maldini, legend, technical director, running the whole thing, bringing respect back to the program. You have Andrea Pirlo, legend of the sport. Lousy coach? Yes, but whatever. He can garner some respect, especially with the media, especially with the fans, especially with the players. Big. Check, 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 check. So as a base for Italian soccer, who will attempt to get into their first World Cup in 4 attempts in this next cycle, this is a good step. Until a story started to circulate over the weekend. And we don't need to get into the minutia of it, but this gentleman here, Andrea Pirlo, had a sponsorship with a Russian betting site that no one knew about. Didn't go over well in Italy. Like actually a white-hot controversy in Italy over the last 48 hours. To the point where Pirlo had to put a statement out on Instagram yesterday that read as follows. Desidero ringrazi Maldini and Leonardo as stima de fiducia. Okay, I got to read it in English. I'm sorry. I can't do this.
That would help.
I got to. The gist of his statement yesterday went as follows. These past few days, I have followed with great bitterness the debate that has developed around my name and the possibility that I take the helm of the Italian national team. Out of respect for the institutions, the federation, and all the people concerned, I have chosen to remain silent until now. And he goes on to say, long story short, his decision to do this sponsorship with a Russian company does not reflect his political views at all. He was hoping folks in Italy would kind of leave the story alone. They did not, to the point where Pirlo today withdrew his name from consideration as coach of the Italian national soccer team. He's not coaching them. The press conference was going to happen tomorrow. No bene. No bene. So they thought they had their guy in Italy, a respected figure, and now no one bet on this. Pirlo's gone. So, what does that mean for basically my twin brother, Paolo Maldini? There was some news circulating that Maldini is so annoyed at this story, he would threaten to quit. Guess what happened during this show? He quit.
Come on.
From Fabrizio Romano, the Frege of Europe. He's the soccer Elliot Friedman. Paolo Maldini and Leonardo, a Brazilian but a good friend of Paolo Maldini's from their AC Milan days, both resigned from their roles as Italy Federation technical director and advisor.
Oh, boy.
Kafai! Kafai!
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
Decision to leave the project just 10 days after joining due to President Malago being against the appointing of Pirlo as new head coach for the Italian national team is the reason. 10 days ago, they got hired. They got hired. The president doesn't like Pirlo. Now they're gone. I thought Portugal with a 41-year-old striker was having problems. I did. This has descended into chaos in Italy to the point where after the last World Baseball Classic, I now consider Italy a baseball nation.
Yep.
And no longer a soccer nation. This embarrassment isn't the word. This is a disgraziato. I don't know if I use that properly, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's a disgrace. Italy, in less than 10 days, saw their top 2 decision makers and potential new head coach go. And they're a laughingstock. I couldn't believe that today. Paolo, no. No, Paolo. Listen, I know in 2021, Italy won the European Championships, but the true glory moment of Italian soccer, the last real one, 2006. Cannavaro lifting the World Cup in Berlin, having beaten a team without a headbutting Zidane. What a tournament that was. Never mind lifting that trophy again. I don't know when we're going to see Italy back in the World Cup, and they might be at 64 teams in the next tournament. To Italian soccer fans, I know at times I haven't been kind. I genuinely feel for you today. I do. This is a circus, the likes of which we've never seen from an established, winning World Cup nation in terms of their hierarchy. I've never seen anything like this. Maybe Brazilian soccer, because from an executive standpoint, they've always been a corrupt joke. That's the only thing I can compare. There's an old joke with the Brazilian soccer, and God speaks to someone and says, here's the good news. Brazil, I'm going to give you the best soccer players of all time. And the person on earth's like, that's great. What's the bad news? God goes, you're going to get the worst soccer executives you've ever seen in your life. And it's all come to pass. I've never seen this level of disorganization from Italy. And on top of that, it's with extremely respected soccer folks. Now, maybe Pirlo's image has changed in the last 48 hours. Clearly it has. But if you can't get Paolo Maldini to work for you, where are you going with this? I don't know. But however Italy digs themselves out of this World Cup hole, someone's going to have to get creative because some real damage has been done here. The vetting process hasn't worked. There's distrust. You have respected folks who want nothing to do with this. That is a disaster. And a portion of that was breaking during our show today. The glory days will return. I have faith. There's too many Italian kids at junior levels playing pretty good soccer from what I can tell. Something's happening when you get to Serie A. Again, the quality is not what it used to be, but there's something else going on here. I can't put my finger on it. Clearly, no one else can. But man, oh man. I mean, if you piss off Paolo Maldini, I don't know where you go from here. And I do look like Paolo Maldini. It's a dead ringer. I once had the same hair. True story. College. Something happened to it, we don't have to discuss.
That's how you got your wife. Okay.
That's exactly how it happened.
It's starting to make sense.
She couldn't say no. Anything you want to add to that, Azzo? I couldn't believe that happened during the show. Maldini and his
crazy.
number 2 left.
Ready to do the other
Left
stuff,
because
not
of that.
Wow. Damn. So 16 days ago he said ciao, as in hello, I'm here to help.
Yes.
And today he said ciao, I'm out.
Yes.
Wow.
Andrew in the chat. Ladies love that hair, man. They do. They do.
Stealthy Sammy says, Sid, I think your wife has a crush on Maldini, and I don't blame her.
I don't think so. I'm still trying to figure it out. Maybe I'm misreading it.
Oh, man.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
There's a lot of, yeah.
Death Clutch in the chat. Sid still looks slick, so whatever. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Any last words on the Italian soccer story today, Azzo? Because I don't know what to make of that.
Nah, man. Just
I don't know what to make of that. That's crazy.
You know more than me, so yeah, if you don't know what to make of it, I sure don't.
Man.
It doesn't seem good, though, I'll tell you that.
Dude, get ready for this headline? I'm not kidding. Because I saw all those features from TSN before the tournament. Italian Soccer Federation looking at Jesse Marsch to run national team. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Benny. He has a home there.
You know what? Considering they haven't made the last few, maybe you'd rather be them. It's true.
Maybe he'd rather be Italy. Yes. Man.
Oh, man. Lotta.
Can you just hit the take it easy?
Think it is? Ah, okay.
No one in Italy's taking it easy today.
No, forget about it.
No one in Italy is taking
We
it
need a
easy.
forget about it button.
I don't know if that's a good button to have.
Oh, man.
Hey, Sid, you got Kawhi news from Marcus? We wanted to get to Kawhi, but we ran out of time. That's the new thing. I think it's going to be the new thing. Anything else, Hazzo? I think we're done.
No, just hit like and subscribe, please, folks.
All right.
Oh, please, folks, in English.
Jack, we end this with Jack in the chat. Tough news for Italy. Maybe the chin picnic this year will make up for it. Do they still do the chin picnic?
I think I was about to ask
I
you
don't know. I have no idea.
I think they would.
I think they would. Yeah.
It's
All right.
an annual thing.
It is an annual thing. On behalf of Jeff Azzopardi and everyone here at Sick Media, I'm Sid. You've been watching and listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show powered by Sick Media. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk soon.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.